Hey friends, this is Sean and Tree from Seek and Enjoy, and we are at Mono Lake in California on US 395, and we had this campsite that we were going to go to off of Highway 120, and we turned down that road, and whoa. So I just want to say, if you have a large RV and you're in the Mono Lake area, don't go off road thinking that you're going to turn around in what looks like packed hard sand. It's not at all. It's really soft. And we found a spot. We tried to turn the rig around and we're almost instantly buried in sand. And it was kind of a miracle. I got out of the rig to look to see how bad it was, and we were buried. And before Tree could even get to the front of the rig, these two guys had pulled up on motorcycles, Brent and Rick. Hey, you guys, if you're seeing this, thank you. These guys are like angels. I mean, they immediately were right there, said, need some help getting out? We're like, yeah. So they were able to go. They were camped about a quarter mile away, and they went up the road and brought their one of their four-wheel drives back and turned around and tried to pull me out, and he proceeded to get stuck. He got stuck. So Tree was videotaping the whole thing, so you'll be able to see the videotape on this here after this intro. And so anyway, Rick had to go get his truck, which also had a 12,000-pound winch on it, but we didn't need that. So they basically hooked two four-wheel drives together and pulled us out of being stuck. Well, first they got us out of getting stuck once, and then we backed up and tried to see if we could get into that spot that we had stopped to try to get into in the first place, and we got stuck again. So they got us actually they couldn't get us turned around. They got us out of the ditch, out of the hole, and we were able to back up about not quite a half mile, but we backed out of there.
More than a quarter mile.
Yeah, more than a quarter mile. So I just put it in reverse. They guided me backwards for about that almost half mile till we got to the road, and I was so thankful. By then the sun started going down, and just maybe a quarter mile down the road from the point where we went in on that trail, there's a pull off on the road, which is where we are now. And we got some really nice photos of Mono Lake and the sunset. So
I wanted to mention something about, so it was Rich who first arrived on the scene to help us out, and he helps train people how to get themselves out of stuck situations like that with trucks and with rigs. So he was kind of like a perfect person to show up.
He asked if he could take photos so that he could just use them for examples of show people what not to do. So when you watch this video, this is what not to do. And it was so harrowing being the driver and having the vehicle start bucking like that and shaking. I was like, whoa, I didn't know what. I thought something was going to come loose. I thought the RV was just going to fall apart right there on the middle of the road.
I thought the same thing, and I'm videotaping the whole thing, and I'm seeing the rig going this way, and I just wanted to close my eyes. I was afraid.
So anyway, once we stopped and took a look around, we found some screws laying around. We couldn't tell where they came from. So after opening the refrigerator, and things weren't too bad, but had to clean up some things, we realized that the screws that were kind of mounting the refrigerator into the frame of where it's at had
along the top
had ripped loose. So that's something we're going to have to get addressed when we get down the road to somebody who can fix that for us.
It's always been a little loose, because I was in the back on the bed one time when we were driving down the road, and I could tell that the refrigerator did have some give to it, but I think it has even more give now.
So when we get it fixed, we'll get it fixed better than it was before, because a lot of the things in the RV is they put them in, and they're not, they put them together pretty quick. The first time this happened to us, we were at a campground in Oregon, and I hit a big hole, and the rig went whoa, boom. And what happened in that was the door in the back by the bedroom had come loose, and the weight of the door pulled the whole frame where it slides off the ceiling. So we got that. That's been fixed. So that wasn't any of that had come loose this time. And I'm just really surprised and grateful that the rig held up the way it did. So when you see the videos, you'll understand what we mean. So anyway, we just wanted to make this video real quick before, while it was still fresh in our mind, and while, we've been able to calm down a little bit from it. So anyway, we look forward to sharing more about Mono Lake and the surrounding area. We're probably going to be here a couple days because it's starting to get cold at night. Especially after Wednesday, it'll start getting really cold. So it's
Head
Sunday
south.
now. Yeah, we're gonna head south to warmer weather, get down to Joshua Tree and Anza-Borrego, and point south.
But
Anyway.
we're definitely going to hit a couple more hot springs before we leave south of Bishop, because I think that there's a number of hot springs between here and down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking forward to having another week or so of some nice hot springs and beautiful area around here.
So enjoy our near tragedy and
learn from our mistakes.
Learn from our mistakes. Don't let this be you. All right, guys, take care. See you later.
This is where we got stuck a second time. Those guys had gotten us out of the first rut, and we were trying to back up into a space, and it seems like the sand was softer than we imagined. Good thing we have a couple more hours of daylight. That back tire is dug in pretty good. The front's okay, it's just that back.